Welcome to Chaotically Nerdy, a podcast made by nerds for nerds. This podcast is made by adults, for adults, and for children with bad parents. Adult language will be used, and adult situations may arise. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chaotically Nerdy. This week's episode is a special one with two daddies, a stepdad, but we're still four daddies. And you have me, Tyler.
And me, Jared.
Me, Ethan.
And the other dad is...
Me, Jamie.
He's like, I don't know what to... You
didn't
remind
know,
me of Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Do you not know where you're at?
No.
You're at Jared's house.
You've done this before.
Hey, it's been a while.
It has.
Been a hair.
I fucking hate you. So it's a Father's Day episode. I just wanted to basically make Ethan hate me even more by making the four daddies joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I just
know
figured
why-
you
I
would
would
hate
hate
it.
it.
I don't know why, but I knew you would hate it.
That's okay.
I did give you the stepdad credit though.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. I'm not even married yet.
I figure by the time Ashley listens to this, it will probably happen.
You're assuming she's going to listen to it.
Exactly.
All right.
That's a lot.
I love that running joke too.
Yeah.
By the time I listen to it, I'll probably have another kid. So
Ooh, don't like that.
See, we don't expect you to listen, Jamie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
wait, what?
We don't expect anybody to
Wait,
listen.
can we pause? What do you mean?
It's true too.
Can we pause for a second? What do you mean you don't like that? What does that mean?
That more of you.
Oh yeah,
I love you.
there's Angel there.
It's true. So this
God
week,
bless her. There's a reason why her name's Angel.
Yeah.
It's because of. Never mind.
Yeah, let's
Easy.
let's not do
Easy
that.
there.
hold it back. So this week we're going to talk about the top 5 movies with dad. That's a very vague sentence because
very vague.
I wrote it very vague. We're going to talk about our top 5 movies that either have dads in them or about dads. Because
I would
I'd
say
say
most
every
mov-
fucking movie would have a dad in it.
Not necessarily, but most.
Yeah, I would say most.
Yeah.
Or just a movie that you want to watch with your dad, if you have one.
Or have watched with your dad.
Yeah. I feel like you got even more broad of just have watched.
No, with your dad. Yeah, it's like a movie you enjoy watching with your dad.
Yeah, yeah. So really, that's just the premise. It probably will not take us very long to get through this, and we'll just bullshit about the movies as we go, too.
Yeah.
And we'll gush about them if we really like them. I'm going to start off with an honorable mention TV show because I'm going to get this out of the way first.
Yeah, I want to know what TV show this is your auto mention.
Bluey. Watch
Oh,
it with
okay.
your dad.
Yeah.
I don't care how fucking young or old they are.
Or you are.
Or you are, yeah. Watch it. That's not the right dice.
Yeah.
I can't
D-
use that.
D4?
With
There's four
You
of us. Yeah, there's 4 of us today.
Uh-huh. Jamie.
Jaime,
Oh, okay.
give me your number 5.
Come on, Jimothy.
Number 5 is Shawshank. It was one that
You think? Hold on. Let me go. We're good with Shawshank. Shawshank. I bet it did stink sometimes.
Oh, it definitely did. Especially in the sun when they're on the roof.
Not what I was referring to.
Oh, I know.
yeah.
I want to go through some examples because now I'm worried that Jamie picked off of just my examples like I did. Big
Maybe.
Daddy. That's my boy. The Iron Claw, which, by the way, is a terrible dad movie.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's the story of what not to do as a dad.
Yeah.
John Wick, The Martian, Ford versus Fiore.
Fiore?
Fiore.
Guy
Wow.
Fiore.
Guy Fiore. He fought a Ford
Fucking-
Maverick.
A Ford Mac. What the fuck?
Having a stroke, guys. Leave me alone. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Really, you could say any of those vacation movies, but I feel like Christmas is the...
Also, somewhat a good list of what not to do on those
Oh, yeah.
movies. Yeah.
What do you mean, good list what not to do?
The National Lampoons.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even like those movies very much. So
Well, it's Chevy Chase.
yeah, I hate Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Tombstone, Shawshank Redemption, and Rocky. because I feel like every dad wants to watch Rocky. So now you pick Shawshank. We all know what it is and love it.
Actually, since now that I know we could have chosen something off of our list.
What?
Wait, did you only pick from those?
Yes.
So you did. You just picked those.
I thought it was a clear cut.
To be fair, Tyler did give a nice broad
He
selection.
did. I thought it was just a clear cut. Hey, these movies, but nah.
It literally says some examples are.
Do you think I read that? I just
he
read
went
the
to
movie list.
Mexico. He can't
And
read.
it shows the movies, man.
God damn it.
No. Okay. The
Give
movie.
me your actual number.
My number 5. I forgot the name of it already.
What?
That's the boxing movie with Hugh Jackman from 2011 where he's fighting with robots.
Real Steel?
Real Steel.
What the
that's
fuck?
it.
What?
Yes.
Okay. In the concept of
I gotcha.
dad movies,
Is he even a dad?
Yeah. The whole thing is about him like working with his kid.
his kid?
I think
Yeah.
I think he's a stepdad.
Yeah, I didn't think it was his kid.
No, I think it's his kid.
All right, to be fair, I haven't seen the movie since it came out, so I don't remember. I just remember there is Hugh Jackman and a kid. I didn't think it was
It was
his
a movie.
kid,
It was a
but
movie.
it
It was a movie I grew up watching with my dad all the time, and so
This is the point of the podcast where we go, Jamie's a baby, because we were all grown adults when that movie came out.
I wasn't even.
We were
Nope.
either about to graduate high school or have graduated.
Are you looking up if it was
Grown
if he was
adult.
a dad?
I don't know if you.
No, yeah, it's his kid.
Yeah.
Got the same last name.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. He's got,
The love interest didn't have the same last name, so it's his kid.
yeah.
I don't know this.
But no, it's
Which means they ain't married.
it's his kid, and I just like the story of like it being a dad and working with that because I don't know. They find a robot, they build him up, and they it's a classic sports movie.
Yeah.
They beat the big guy. It's cool as shit.
That fits. That fits the category perfect, in my eyes. It's a dad movie.
I didn't mention honorable mention, but all John Wick movies because it's just the same thing. It's
true.
fighting because dog died. So I mean,
John Wick is fun to watch.
especially 3 through 4, 3 and 4, 3 through 4, 3
I
and
mean,
4.
they're the same to me, but
Which one had Boban in it? 4 or 3?
That was 3.
I can't remember.
Jarrett,
3.
you're up. What's your number 5?
Days of Thunder.
I kind of figured that would be on the list.
Yeah. 1988. Tom Cruise and
They're making a new one, aren't
Michael Rooker.
They're making a new
Yes,
one.
they are.
Yeah. Yeah, you should take your dad to that.
I've never seen it.
It's not a good movie.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
No.
It's really not great.
But it's a movie that I watched with my dad because it's about racing and NASCAR.
It's one of those movies. It's not great. You could watch it.
Yeah.
I've seen it at the DMV, I think. I've seen like parts of it at the DMV.
Wow, that's a terrible, terrible.
When the fuck did the DMV throw a TV station in there?
In Springfield, they do.
Oh, that's fancy. Ethan.
I have a problem. Do you want me? What?
Okay,
I misunderstood the assignment here.
Both lists.
Both lists. You want me to just name both lists?
Yeah.
Okay, because I
Name
misunderstood
your-
the assignment. I thought we were doing one for like with dads, and then I thought we were doing one that I like to watch with my dad.
Yeah.
And
Just
the one.
make sure you hit which one's which. I mean, I feel like we
Yeah,
would be able
so
to know.
Well,
the
maybe not.
movies about dads that I like, my number 5 was War of the Worlds, Tom Cruise. It's just really good.
Yeah.
And yep. And then for my, I like watching with dad, Uncle Buck.
Ooh.
It's
John
not about
Candy.
a dad; it's about an uncle. But I mean,
Father figure.
it's
You never know.
but
Go
it's
to
a really
Arkansas,
good.
could be your dad.
It's a really good movie. It's funny. It's John Candy, so it's kind of classic. It's also got Macaulay Culkin in it.
Interesting.
He's in it.
Yeah, he's the kid.
He is. Isn't he? I forget.
All right, so
Been
I'm
like
up next,
A bajillion years since I've seen the
and
movie.
my number 5 is Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. Because
I'm not surprised.
well, I like Adam Sandler movies. For one, although I will say Big Daddy is on my lowest of his like iconic run. It's one of the lowest. Like that and Mr. Deeds are kind of they
I
flip
don't
back
even
and
put
forth.
Mr. Deeds on the
I don't know. Big Daddy's one of my
Big
favorite.
Daddy.
of
Big
his.
Daddy's his
Really?
last
Like,
good movie to me.
from that
Top
run?
3, probably.
I just
If not my favorite. Yeah.
it's something about it. I don't know.
I don't find him funny. I find the rest of the cast to be way funnier in that movie
Yeah.
than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be why.
It seems like he was trying to do one of his serious roles for the movie, and it kind of felt good.
now on to the 4 slot. Jamie, chew again.
Nice. This isn't the original one I had there, but Empire Strikes Back is my number 4. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's
about a dad.
But about a dad.
Technically, it did.
But it's also something I watch with my dad, and like I said, it is one of my favorite movies ever. But it's not. Some of these movies on there I do like more, but it's something I've always watched with my dad, and like Star Wars and like superheroes and whatnot are very intricate with me and my dad. So
I feel like,
It's also one of the more iconic dad stories. Yeah.
do I be an asshole and say episode 7?
Oh, yeah. That is technically
Yeah.
a movie about a dad and a son.
yeah, I mean, technically,
That would work for you and your dad.
Wow.
I feel like you're calling me the piece of shit.
No. It can be kind of, but yeah, you want to, yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Ben. That's what he says.
Ben.
Yeah, Ben.
Ben. Jarrett, chew again. I'm just doing the same exact order. It's legitimately the same exact order. It was the 4 last time. It was a 4 again.
Follow it up with the racing theme. It's on the list. Ford versus Ferrari.
Again.
Got me. Ford versus Ferrari. I hate you. You ruined it. I'll never be able to say Ferrari again correctly.
Yeah, with the Ford Maverick, too.
Son of a bitch. It's a really good movie.
That's the joke that made me happier than fucking up Ferrari.
what's a Ford Maverick?
They just recently revamped it. It's a mini truck.
Yeah.
Not mini truck, but it's a small truck. It's like a
I just think
Ranger.
It's like a Ranger.
It's an electric
I
Ranger.
just think of a Ranger when I think of mini truck.
Well, it's an electric Ranger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
You want me to roll this 6 real fast, or you just want to go? No, it's a 4. It's still you, though.
It's still me. Yeah. Yeah. So we're doing number 4. So for my movies about dads that I like, Sleepless in Seattle. Sleepless in Seattle.
I'll be honest.
Tom Hanks.
I've never seen it. I
haven't.
know.
I've also.
It's pretty funny. Tom Hanks is pretty funny in it, and he's
Is that You
Got
Got
a kid.
Mail? Or is that the other one?
that's another one.
Is that Harry Met Sally?
There's 2 of them that were really similar.
And it was Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was Sleepless in Seattle and You Got Mail.
That's what it was.
Yeah. And Sleepless in Seattle he was in Seattle, and the other one was about a bookstore.
Never seen either. I just
yeah.
know that they are the same 2 leads.
Yeah. It's one of the last movies where Meg Ryan doesn't look like a melted Barbie doll.
Was that before like her career? Was that before her career got like absolutely ruined when she had the affair?
Yeah.
I don't know how she came out unscathed or she came out like destroyed, but Dennis Quaid did not, because he also had an affair.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Same time they were cheating on each other.
there's lots of people who've done bad things.
Cool.
and
Welcome
they
to
got through it.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
As for things I like watching with Dad, is Band of Brothers.
That's a fantastic choice.
It's just super good.
If I would have thought about TV shows, that'd have been like first one.
It doesn't have like dad in it, not like at all.
They're kind of dads, I think.
Well, some of them are fathers.
sure
they're fathers.
but it's not about that at all.
I'm sure some of the Germans were fathers too.
But for something to watch with your dad, it's really good.
They're not anymore, but they were.
No, you don't stop being a father when you die. You're still a father. You're
Yeah.
just not
You just
alive.
You're not present.
You're not actively a father.
Yeah,
You're an absent father.
that's all I got.
My number 4. I'm debating between 2. And I think it's going to be Daddy's Home. I was debating between That's My Boy and Daddy's Home because I do like, this is bad. I like That's My Boy better because I think Andy Samberg makes me laugh more.
Andy Samberg is
Yeah.
so funny.
But I feel like Daddy's Home with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. Like,
Oh, I was about to say, which fucking movie is Daddy's Home?
yeah, that's the one where
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's the stepdad and Mark Wahlberg is the actual dad and
Yeah.
gets all pissed off at Will Ferrell most of the show.
Yeah.
The
Daddy's
second
Home
one is also funny.
has John Cena in it.
With-
And a dude kisses his sister, his stepsister, at the end of the movie.
I don't remember that part. I don't remember that in the slightest.
Yeah, it's kind of
All right. Either way, let me roll
like a
this
whole
4
thing
real
with John
fast.
Cena. Hey, actually, you actually did.
Jamie.
Number 3 is
Shoot
the Iron Claw. Movie's fantastic. It's about what not to do as a dad. Because you Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic movie, though. I did not expect Zac Efron to be as good of an actor in it as he was.
He's been great.
Yeah,
in a
he's
bunch
been
of
a
stuff.
good actor.
I
a good actor.
I don't watch much Zac Efron stuff, so
That's a shame on you.
I watched Baywatch.
I mean, yeah, okay. If you go back to when he was in the High School Musical thing, yeah, it was shit. But everything since then has been good.
I haven't really watched anything with him. I haven't seen anything since. So it's Baywatch.
Your problem. You're
But-
prejudiced against
I mean,
Zac Efron.
Jeremy Allen White, fantastic, but he's also fantastic in The Bear. So I mean,
Yeah.
And
I feel like he should have been Zac
He's-
Efron's
he's
character, but
way too fucking short.
Yeah.
He was way too
Yeah.
short to be Carrie.
he was way too because Carrie
it's
was
way too
taller
short
than
to
all of
be
them.
any of them.
I think.
Yes.
I didn't grow up watching wrestling, so like that wasn't really a big thing that my dad and I had. But as a whole, movie is still fantastic on like what not to do as a dad. And don't look at your kids at the breakfast table and say everyone knows who my favorites are, and then list out your favorite kids and that the spots can change.
You never watched it, have you?
I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Don't list that out.
Yeah. Kind of shitty.
Oh yeah.
Everyone knows.
Fritz was a piece of shit.
I don't know if you like if like every time you do it and you do it like every day and you give them rotating spots.
He didn't.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying like you rotate the spots so that everyone gets an even time at the top.
No,
Right?
he said
It's all
rankings.
right.
You're trying to justify something that doesn't work.
He doesn't need justification. He's
Ethan,
just-
believe it or not, as the wrestling historian, he's an even bigger piece of shit in
Yeah.
real life. The movie kind of whitewashed a lot of it.
It's fine.
But I felt so bad for Kevin. Awful.
Used to be a brother.
Kevin was also like
Fuck you.
he was also,
It's a great line.
he was also
traumatic.
He was also
line, but yeah,
defending.
great.
He was also defending his dad throughout the entire like.
Yeah.
Like oh no, the like actual like person of Kevin was actually defending his dad throughout like the entire press run, and it's like you're doing a hard run there, man.
Everybody hated Fritz pretty much, except for his kids. Even his wife hated him.
Oh, they got divorced.
Yep.
But they didn't show it in the movie. But they also didn't show their other kid, their youngest kid. So, well, not the youngest, the one between Mike and
yes,
yeah,
Chris.
yeah, it was Chris.
Jarrett.
It's also Iron Claw, but mine is because my dad actually worked in Texas in the 80s, went to the Sportatorium, and saw the Von Erichs.
Oh.
So this
cool.
is why it's a very special connection, because it's like the only like...
It's the only one that you two can connect with because he
Yeah.
doesn't really care about wrestling, right?
Not now, but that was like when he was in there in the 80s in Texas. I mean, fucking...
What else are you gonna
the
do?
Von Erichs were God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's like, yeah, he's like, oh yeah,
that's pretty cool.
let's watch it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's you. I don't know why I'm rolling at this
Why
point.
are
Hey,
you
can I go
rolling?
first? Let me go first because mine's also the Iron Claw.
It's not that good of a movie, guys.
It's not, but as far as in the aspect of dads,
Okay. Yeah.
definitely taught me what not to do. Like Jamie said, don't fucking rank your kids.
Yeah.
Like I would tell Stella she's my favorite daughter.
There you go.
Well, yeah, but see,
That's very tight.
my mom always told me and my sister that we were the favorite, like separately.
At different times, not where the other one was in earshot.
Right.
I'll just tell Mason he's my second favorite son.
What happens if when you have another kid, if you have another son?
It's my third favorite son.
There you go. I'm
No,
not
he's
going to ask.
Don't ask.
They're both my third
They're
favorites.
just gonna assume you have another family somewhere
Somewhere.
Yeah.
in the basement.
I might. I don't know.
All right, now you can go. Sorry.
All right, my third favorite movie about dads is Taken.
Yeah, I can.
The first one. I mean, the others are the same, but I mean, Taken was super good.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of talked about what not to do as a dad. Taken's like what to do as a dad.
Well,
Save your kid.
Sure.
I mean, within reason.
Yeah.
Don't though, because
Yeah.
like you're gonna get killed.
Yeah.
Like I get where you're coming from. Protect your kid.
Yeah.
I got that
Yeah.
side. I'm on board with that one.
Also,
Killing a bunch of people to do it. That's where I get a little iffy.
no way would any of us here even like have the amount of like
Absolutely not.
calmness that he has. He's just
No.
like, which yeah, he's trained to do it, but he's just like, nope.
We would
Also
get
has one of my
tired.
favorite torture scenes in any movie, where he's got the guy hooked to the light switch. Oh, it's so
We would also get tired like halfway through. So
I mean, I
Have you
probably
seen,
wouldn't.
Have
make
you
it to
seen
the plane,
Taken 3? He gets
so-
tired halfway through it.
This is
He
true.
runs like he's 60 years old in that movie.
because he is.
Because he is.
Yeah. And then for movies or things I like watching with Dad, Lord of the Rings.
That's
We both really like it, and it's really good.
surprised.
Only the extended edition.
I'm surprised it's 3, to be honest.
What?
Lord of the Rings.
That's movies I like watching with Dad. You know better once I get to the first two.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah.
probably be.
All right, let me roll this 4 again.
Go for it.
4 in a row.
Bet you can't.
Oh, it's a 3. That
Me.
means it's Ethan.
Oh,
Me.
Ethan. Okay. I didn't know how you did it. I was
Oh.
I do
I should-
1, 2, 3.
I guess you're about to find out then.
We swapped. Remember?
I don't know.
This is how we used to.
My
Nope.
second movie about dads, Incredibles.
Yeah, that's actually.
It's really good.
It is really good.
It's
actually
super
perfect.
good. Yeah. And then as for my second favorite movie to watch with Dad is Princess Bride.
That's also perfect.
Yeah. It's not really about dads, but
Oh.
It's fun to watch.
Just a good
it's
movie.
really fun to watch, and
That's like
it's got a lot of good jokes, and you can laugh with your dad if they laugh. I guess.
it's like my dad's
If they
favorite movie,
laugh.
but it's not on my list.
It's because of your dad is why that's so funny to me. Because I just imagine he doesn't laugh.
Oh, he does.
It's just whenever he sees something funny, he goes, "Okay."
He just
when
doesn't laugh around in public.
Yeah.
But when it's done, it's like that was the funniest movie I've ever seen.
Didn't laugh one time. But just,
Oh no, comedy is like his favorite thing to watch.
I don't think I'd know what to do if I saw your dad just cackling at a comedy movie. I think I'd be scared.
I mean, so if you don't know, the reason why everybody knows Dad so well is because he was their math teacher in school, and everyone knows him from school, and he's really quite.
Stoic.
He's got a dry personality, and he's very stoic. Yeah. At home, I get to see different. So
Yeah.
I grew up different around him, so it's different. I'm sure a lot of people are like that. So
yeah.
you'd be surprised.
Roll, bitch.
Fuck you. It's you.
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't know.
No.
Is it me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it him?
1, 2.
no, it'll be Jarrett.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. What
He'd be 3-4. He'd be 5-6.
Yeah.
It's fucked up you not being in the
Yeah.
rotation.
Yeah.
For this one, I'm going to just go with a movie. I know it's one of like the 3 movies I know my dad has saw in theaters. So I'm like, he has to have liked it, and I like it, so we would like it together. Top Gun Maverick.
It is a good
Yeah.
good
It's a good
movie.
Yeah.
And
It's kind of about a dad.
Kind of.
Kind of. I mean,
Very loosely.
Yeah. Dad's a connective tissue
Yeah. Definitely is.
between the two characters.
I've actually not seen
Just
it
a
yet. I've been
strange
told
way to
but
put
I
it.
haven't
How have
seen
you
it.
not seen it?
so good.
You haven't
I
seen
tried.
Maverick?
I tried to get Angel to go watch it. She didn't want to go watch it, and then I just didn't at that
It's-
point. I just
It's
haven't
really
yet.
good. It's
It's so much better than the first one.
I've heard it's very good. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
even if you absolutely love the first one, you're like
you're like, oh, this is way better.
you're like, this is way better, or you're at least, because some people have a huge bias to the first one because that was the one they grew up watching. But those
but
people that did that are still like,
They
yeah, it's
paid
just as good.
They paid good homage in like the way they did the
Oh, yeah.
filmography and like everything about it.
I've
I
heard
think it's better.
I've
The
heard
cinematography, whatever it is.
It's unquestionably it's better.
I've heard,
Oh, yeah.
I've heard Glenn Powell, Miles Teller. I've heard they're both like fantastic in it.
Yeah.
Glenn Powell really plays a dick real well.
Plays a dick bag so good.
He kind of looks
it's
like,
like-
he'd be a dickbag in real life.
Yeah.
No, he's
I could get it.
everything I hear. He's a fucking like
Yes.
the nicest guy ever. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
I've heard
I
he's
just,
like a saint. He just doesn't look like it.
it's not fair. You
not
can't
fair.
be, you can't
You
be
can't
that
be
good
good.
looking and that charming and nice. You gotta be 2 of the 3.
Gotta
two
be
of the
an
3.
asshole at some point. That's it's so weird.
Maybe he's got like a really tiny dick.
You know what?
What if
I
you, what
guess
if what
that
if
would
Sydney,
compensate.
what if Sydney Sweeney
He
comes
does
out and
have
it's
really
just like
short
he's packing?
arms. I noticed this watching Anything But You. He has short arms,
Really?
which is weird. It's because he's so buff and it's like he has short arms. I'm like,
You think it's just because he's that buff that his arms stick out some, so
no,
they look shorter? Or?
Nope, they're just short. I'm not sure if it's his
Weird.
forearm or his bicep, but there's something in there that's short.
Weird.
Jamie.
Nice. My next one is John Wick, but I know I said honorable mention.
I thought you said that.
Okay, that was
I said
confusing.
John Wick 3. I said the John Wick after. John Wick is my number 2, but scrap that I'll mention. Just say John Wick. Period. Like all of them, because
franchise.
I
they're
really like that we're going by on the fly here.
but they're
Jamie.
They're very much just different, or they're basically the same movie, but
They are the same movie.
just complete. They're
John Wick killing people.
yeah, no, and it's awesome, but it's also just a very good like blood pumping action movie. I can watch with my dad. I can sit down and just actually like watch it, and it's kind of weird because being in the military and whatnot, he sits there and looks at it and is like, oh, that is what a gun does when it kills someone. I'm like, okay, didn't need to.
That's a inside the head thought, Dad.
He said that one day when we watched the first one. I'm like, I am 14, Dad. I don't think we need to talk about this right now.
God, you're such a fucking I hate you so much. So much.
The two, and
You're
three,
just getting old.
I know.
Yeah.
2 and 3 came out when I was still in high school. So,
Yep.
but no, it was just one of those. It was they're fantastic, and like the way the choreography is in it, it's just something that I love, and it's just something I watch my dad a lot. So,
Okay.
and he tells me what it's like to kill someone.
I mean,
so
that's
it's a little.
It's a good pick, and I don't know that that's a good thing with your dad though.
No.
For Dad to be like,
It's
yep,
like, I am traumatized, so you shall be too.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
what-
both. That's
what
both of my.
dads do.
That's both of my parents, though.
Yeah.
So my
Party.
number 2 is Finding Nemo.
That's
'Cause
that's a good
People
movie,
want to
yeah.
shit on Marlin for being a bad dad. He's a fucking great dad.
He
He's
tries
not
to
a
find.
bad dad.
He tries to
I've
find
seen
his
people
son.
try to shit on him. They're like, "Oh, he's a bad dad. He fucking
lost-
lost his
What do
son."
most people know about dads anyway? They don't have one around.
It was a woman, and that was like a teenager that I'm pretty sure she didn't have a dad.
Then what does she know?
Yeah.
That's the
doesn't
worst
know a
thing about online presence and them talking about dudes and how they're being dads now.
Marvin's the dad that would come back with
Is
the
most of them are like late 20s to early 30s women telling dudes how to be dads when they've never had one.
Yeah. But either way, he's a great dad. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
I mean, he swam across the fucking ocean to find his kid.
I've had people tell me
Even
like,
the fish on the movie were saying how great of a daddy he is.
Yeah, he's a little overprotective.
That would happen though.
I mean, yeah, your whole family dies. You might be a little overprotective of the one
all
kid you have left.
600 of them.
there are a lot of people that are just like that like when Mason was born, they're like, yeah, don't leave your kid in the shopping cart, and I'm like, no fucking duh, I don't know how.
That's some things that like.
Sleep deprivation's a real son of a bitch. Like,
I mean,
I
yes,
can
it
always
is.
understand, but like, they're just like, they're tired, like their brain's just not functioning correctly. They
But
just
like,
forget.
but they're just like, hey, don't do this. I'm like, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Maybe I'm just over paranoid, so it prevents me from.
You
ever
are
even
not
I
thinking
don't know.
about
anxious
it.
I don't,
person
I don't
in
know about
general.
telling you as it like if that's like legitimately an okay thing to tell somebody, but there's a lot of people out there that need to hear it.
I mean, yes, there are. I mean, I'm not my mom. I'm not gonna leave myself in a shopping cart.
That was
Did that happen to you?
My mom left me at a ball game
Oh,
in
that's
Pepsico.
why they're telling you. It has nothing to do with you.
My mom left Hillary in a shopping cart, and left Kelsey at a ball game.
Maybe that was intentional.
You all have met them. You would know that that's something that should happen to them. But
Okay, let's go to our number ones. Jarrett, no, Ethan. I did it again. I seen the 3. Thought it was you. My bad.
My favorite movie about a dad is Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
About it.
yeah, it's about a dad.
it's a good movie though.
Yeah. No, it's
I haven't
about
seen it in a long time.
no, it's about a day. That's the reason he becomes a nanny.
That's
is
the
to-
reason why he dresses
'cause
up as a
he's-
woman.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a long, long time.
It's
since
about
I
a dad
watched
dressing in drag.
Yeah, it is. And then movies I like watching with dad because it's our favorite movie to watch together. It always has been. Is Groundhog Day.
That. It's a good movie.
It's also a good movie.
Yeah,
It is a good movie to watch with your dad.
that's the only reason Lord of the Rings wasn't higher. Princess Bride, Groundhog Day
And I guess it's because you're talking about watching it with your dad.
with
So
dad. Yeah,
that makes more sense as to why Lord of the Rings is lower.
Yeah.
Jaime.
Cool. My number one is Rocky. Rocky is one of my favorite movies ever, and Rocky is like, I'm a big, like, obviously a big sports fan. So being Rocky was like one of the first sports movies Dad ever showed me, and I have watched that with him like a million times, and it's always like just a great experience, just sitting there watching Rocky and like doing the whole let them fly, like while he's running, the trumpet sounding, and like does the fight, like it's a fantastic movie.
And the longer you go on in the series, the more they become about dads.
Yeah, I mean,
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not like the best dads, but
Hey,
it's about dads. Rocky tried.
Apollo didn't.
Apollo, he couldn't.
Well,
He didn't try.
Jarrett.
I don't know if it's my dad's favorite movie, but
Because he doesn't love you enough to tell you his favorite movie.
we just don't. He doesn't watch movies really. This is why this one's so hard. He just
That's true.
doesn't watch movies.
He watches NASCAR.
That's about it. He watches NASCAR and works on cars and stuff. That's about all he does. But I know his favorite actor is Clint Eastwood. So you could probably pick any Clint Eastwood film, and it would be one of his favorites. But I decided to pick Gran Torino.
ooh,
Yeah.
it's such a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Your dad loves NASCAR. You prime example. You could have picked Ricky Bobby.
He doesn't like it.
Really?
He
yeah,
doesn't like comedies.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Really?
But I really wanted to put Talladega Nights in mine, but I was like, man.
I wanted to put.
I
Movie
didn't
about
wanna-
dads.
I know. I didn't want to have the theme of shitty dads being my
He
list.
becomes a better dad.
I should have put the Cowboys.
Ricky does.
I should have put the
Ricky
Cowboys as my number
does.
one.
Yeah.
So, I definitely should have put like the Cowboys or Hondo or
I wouldn't
something.
say
as my
he's
number
a
one,
good
but-
dad by the end of the movie, but he's trying.
It's
He's
not
trying.
really about becoming a good dad.
No.
No, it's not at all. He just gets better by proxy. So my number one is Tombstone.
Oh,
It's just, to me, I'm thinking of my grandpa watching a movie because that's more like my dad, and my stepdad both like Tombstone. I mean, we've watched it multiple times. It's great.
Tombstone was a movie.
a good movie.
I've never watched it with my dad, but it was always something I watched with my friend's dad. When we were over at his house, we would all watch it, crowded around watching Tombstone and whatnot. Dad, I always watched like John Wayne movies with, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
But I should have put a John Wayne movie on my list, but my brain said, "Oh, hey, this list right here, no other movies."
I guess that's it.
Well, you're a dad,
I am a dad.
and you're a dad. What movie are you or show are you most excited to share with your kids?
That's it.
Talking about
I
off
wish
the-
you
on
would
the
have
fly.
asked that before.
Nope. Off
Too
off
bad.
top of the dome.
Yeah.
On
go.
the fly. Doing it live.
Doing it live.
A lot of most John Wayne movies. Because like I said, I grew up watching John Wayne with my grandpa and my dad. Like the Cowboys, Hondo, Maverick, not Maverick, it's
Searchers.
McClintock, The Searchers.
McClintock's great.
Just a bunch of those movies I grew up watching with my dad, or not my dad, but
You ever
my
seen
grandpa
Sons
and
of
my dad.
Katie Elder? It's my favorite John Wayne movie.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen a John Wayne movie in probably 10 years. So
Is it, you talk about just movies that I want to share with them? Doesn't
Yeah.
have to be about dads.
Doesn't have to
Okay.
be about dads.
So-
movies you want to share with them.
Basically, the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Star Wars. Like,
Yeah.
to introduce the nerddom to her is, to both the kids, is what I'm.
Yeah.
those
like,
as well.
excited.
Those as well for me. Those are like obvious choices. Like any nerd thing for me.
Yeah.
Anything Superman, mostly just Superman the movie for me because I'm obviously a huge Superman fan. So Superman the movie is one that I'm really excited to show him.
I'll hold my tongue.
Stella's first show was Naruto,
There you go.
And
the OG.
first anime I'm ever gonna show him is Attack on Titan. And then
Oh
I'm
my
gonna let him go
god!
with this.
What the fuck, Jamie?
They come in and eat Angel. Just
That's a way. That's how you traumatize your child for life.
You know it.
Unless they're like you're showing them they're like 13.
Nope.
Then it's a bit
Nope,
more.
when he's 5 years old.
Yep, I knew that's what.
I knew it too. The second he can
Tyler,
say,
I knew it. I just was
wanna-
hoping for better,
yeah, I got you. I
but
understand
I
it
expected the
entirely.
worst.
You always should.
just as soon as
Or-
they start realizing what's going on around them and start showing them Saw movies. All
No, no. Once he starts realizing, once he gets older and can actually like comprehend stories, I'm gonna show him Erased.
Oh yeah, that's yep.
Traumatize my
Yeah,
kid.
that's traumatizing for sure.
We figured it out. You want to do it. So
Hey, at least I'm not as bad as one of my friends that actively said he wants to have two different kids and abuse them in two different ways to see how they react.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Stop being
That's
friends with that
really
person.
messed up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not friends with him anymore.
Okay,
It was when I was in a fraternity, so
I hope he's in prison, to be honest. It's
That makes more sense.
I think he's dead.
What the fuck?
even better. Let's be honest. Even better. Should not be allowed to have children.
I love it. Jamie putting the chaos
Yeah, definitely.
in our name.
So that will wrap up the Daddy's Day edition.
Thank God. On that note,
say Daddy's Day?
I was
Why
loud
not?
as hell during that.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, I was loud as hell.
Because everybody says daddy instead of father.
It's daddy.
And
No,
it's a
I
word.
say Father's Day.
It's a word that I hate. I got called
daddy.
daddy so much today. I was at 2 different birthday parties, and everybody was talking to my kids like, "Go to your daddy." I'm like, "I'm her dad or father."
Yeah, she can say Daddy. That's different.
Yeah,
Padre. I mean,
Yeah,
there's a line.
anything but
Daddy.
Yeah, it's so
anything.
like no.
No, it's been ruined.
Yeah.
The word is ruined.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I actually told Angel, and she was like, "Oh yeah, there's daddy." I'm like, "Nope, not gonna happen." She's like, "Why?" And I looked at her, and I was like, "You goddamn know well why."
nope. Sam is okay to call me that, talking like to the kids, and the kids.
That's it.
That's the line.
I'm not even.
I've already outlawed the word, and I'm not even married yet.
No, Angel's not even allowed to have Mason call me daddy. No, not to like.
I'm okay with the kid.
See. It's just it sounds weird. It's just weird
You
for
say
me.
that until you hear the kid say it, and then
Yes.
you're like, okay, it's pretty damn cute.
Right now, before he can talk, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna talk, and I'm be like, oh.
Yeah. Stella gave me a hug before bed one night, and I said, "Love you," and she said, "Love you, Daddy," and I about died in the floor. I was like, "You're gonna be alone tonight," because I was gonna die.
I'll be dead.
Yeah.
No, there was one morning where like Mason hadn't been at home because Angel went to her mom's and I didn't go with him because I had to work, and I came home from work and after she had got home and he looked at me, biggest smile ever. I'm like, okay, yeah,
It's pretty great.
I'm fine with being poor because of this.
It's a pretty honest. All right. We appreciate you guys listening. Use the links in the description, and you can find all of our social media stuff, our Patreon, our Discord, where you can hear more chaos like what happened here. And you can tell us
more.
what your favorite dad's movie is. And we appreciate you guys listening. We will catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Jamie, what's your friend's name? I'm gonna call the police.
He's dead. He actually is dead.